Lillard and the Blazers taking on Luka and the Mavs. Don't forget about C.J. McCollum, third game back from the foot injury. We'll get to him in a moment. Luka in the first quarter, the step back three, and that's going early. You know it's going to be a good night for Dallas. Later in the first, Lillard, he pulls up, of course. Can't even flirt with the line. It's got to be a deep triple try. Now C.J., he hits the three. Take a look at this. Clock winding down in the first quarter. Lefty runner beating the buzzer. Portland up 37-33. Carmelo Anthony pulls up in the paint right over Luka. Carmelo reaches 27,000 career points. Keeps on racking them up. Melo, before he goes to the Hall of Fame, got more work to be done. How about Luka here, the fall away then? Tim Hardaway Jr. ties the game at 47-47. Let's get it back to Damian Lillard. Long two. Lillard had 31 points and 6 assists. Here with a couple of defenders around him, he splits the defense. Portland up by 4 at the half, 64-60. Third quarter, Blazers turn it over. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes up with it and throws it down. Now Josh Richardson, no. Wes Iwundu gives it to Luka, and like Dame, he shoots it from deep. Now Luka driving. A little payback for what Melo did to him earlier in the game. It was 98-90. McCollum just taking over here. The three. Then Blazers on the break. Derrick Jones Jr. to Carmelo Anthony. Blazers go on a 25-9 run here in the fourth quarter. McCollum had 32 points. Carmelo Anthony had 18 points, and Terry Stotts earns his 500th career coaching victory. 125-119. The Blazers win their third straight and their fourth in their last 5 games. Hoops in the desert. The Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, home to Karl Anthony Towns, Minnesota Timberwolves. Pick this one up early in the first quarter. After the Jay Crowder turnover, Karl Anthony Towns throws it down with one hand plus the foul. Now more of Cat driving, scoring, and another three-point opportunity. Back on the other end of the court, it's Devin Booker driving and then pulling up. Phoenix up by 2, 25-23. Back to Cat. Look at this Kentucky battle here between Booker and Towns. 3-point game. Now Monty Williams is he's not too pleased here. During a timeout, Monty Williams gets the early shout. He's tossed. But hey, they got a coach on the floor, and his name is Chris Paul. After Monty Williams gets ejected, Paul takes over. Mikal Bridges gets it over to Devin Booker. And it was a 10-point lead at the break. 64-54 at the half in favor of the home team. Now Ricky Rubio over to Anthony Edwards, and he has been scorching hot. Edwards says this Rookie of the Year award thing is not over just yet. Edwards to Ricky Rubio from downtown. Minnesota by 1. But here, just under 5 minutes to go in the third, Chris Paul says, you know what? Had enough of this. It's over. Cameron Payne over to Mikal Bridges downtown. Minnesota throwing it away here, literally. Langston Galloway over to Mikal Bridges, who can get up and score. Now Paul over to Bridges. Take a look at this. Paul and company. They win it 113-101. The All-Star Zach LaVine going into Denver looking to put on a show against the Nuggets, who are starting to get hot again. Halftime, Nuggets led it 57-55. Second half, it was about Chicago. Zach LaVine drives, lays it in. Now Kobe White uses the screen, knocks down the triple. It was 103-89. Now in the fourth quarter, this Nugget team's down, right? Down by as many as 15. Down by 14 early here in the fourth. Jokic, the jumper. Otto Porter misses. Jokic rebounds outlet to Michael Porter Jr. who throws it down. Take another look at this. I mean, Jokic is just unbelievable how he grabs the rebound and in one motion throws it basically the full length of the court. And Porter, hey, just like a wide receiver, running a route. Now Campazzo, the rookie, picks the pocket, gets it over to Jamal Murray, and he connects. Murray heating up in the fourth quarter. It was a 1-point game. Now Thad Young, Otto Porter Jr., 3 balls. That's good. Porter off the bench for 22. He's been playing good of late. Zach LaVine, pull up. 2 of his 32. Chicago's got with this one in the bag, right? 112-108 with 1:14 to go. Now it's 40 seconds to go. Not so fast. Jokic, the deep triple try, and that falls. 3-point game, 7 seconds to go. Look at Murray running without the basketball. Jokic finds him, looking for the tie to force overtime. You betcha! Jamal Murray comes up clutch. Murray drains it, ties the game at 116. We're going to overtime after Denver was down by 15. They played bonus basketball. Jokic, oh, crafty. Look at that. How do you defend that? Jokic had 34 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists. Jamal Murray, he was clutch. 31 of Murray's 34 came in the second half and overtime. Denver's won 3 in a row. Warriors shorthanded Friday night. A tailbone injury has Steph Curry out as Golden State is in Memphis to take on Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. Grizzlies heating up early on, taking advantage of the Steph-less dubs. Here's Ja. Makes the layup inside. Then they swing it around, and Grayson Allen is wide open for 3. He had 14. Now in transition, slow-mo, Kyle Anderson. Sweet pass. Getting it to Ja Morant. Morant limited to just 14 points. It was 23-19. But then it quickly became the Andrew Wiggins show. Take a look at Wiggins. 1-3 ball. He connects on that one. More from Wiggins. The lack of defense allows him to get off easy looks here. Now Draymond Green. That's funny. No, but Wiggins there for the putback jam. Now Wiggins again here. Look at that. He connects. It was 64-46. They led it 67-48 at the break. Third quarter, Golden State was pedal to the metal. Kevon Looney in the paint. He had 11. Then Draymond playing some defense. 20 turnovers on the night for the Grizzlies resulted in 30 Warrior points. It was stifling defense by the Dubs. Damian Lee, season high for him. Quick 3. Andrew Wiggins now attacking the basket. Wiggins going full throttle, plus the foul. Later on in the fourth quarter, the Warriors showed no mercy here again without Steph Curry looking real good. Jordan Poole, he had 25 points. Then Wiggins drives, kicks it to Damian Lee. 3, booked that as well. Lee 21 points. Then Wiggins, 40 points for Wiggins. He had 27 of them in the first half. Golden State wins 116-103. Most points in a Warriors uniform for Wiggins in the big game. The reunion game for Christian Wood, the former Piston, taking on his old squad, now in a Rockets uniform. Jeremy Grant trying to extend that Houston losing streak to 19 in a row. And early on, Detroit looking okay. Now on the break for Houston, John Wall over to Victor Oladipo for 2 of his 19. Houston with the lead. Now off the miss, Victor Oladipo saves it to John Wall, picks it up, then tight ropes along the sideline, goes behind the back, throws it over his head to Christian Wood. Oh my goodness. Take another look. Oh, John Wall, you fancy. Wall and Wood connecting there. Now John Wall pulls up and knocks down the jumper. How about more of John Wall from downtown? He had 21 points. We were tied at 51. But back down the other way later in the second quarter, with just over a minute to play. Mason Plumlee slams it home, so Detroit goes into the locker room up by 4, 55-51. On to the third quarter, Plumlee to Frank Jackson in the corner. Nice feed by Plumlee. Jackson had 23. And Dennis Smith Jr. throws it up, and Josh Jackson, part of that bench for Detroit that leads the league in scoring in terms of second units. Daniel House, the three at the buzzer. That goes. Take another look. Timely from House. 84-77. DJ Augustine over to Daniel House. Augustine in that trade. PJ Tucker sent him to Milwaukee. House throwing it down. He had 10 points. Now Jeremy Grant trying to seal the deal. And Grant does just that. 3 of his 18. 113-100. Detroit, back-to-back wins for the first time in a month for the Rockets, extending their franchise record. 19 consecutive losses. Really good one Friday night in Tampa. Kyle Lowry and the Raptors looking to snap a 6-game losing streak, taking on the Utah Jazz, who come in having lost 4 of 6 and pick this one up in the third quarter here. OG Anunoby steals it. Pascal Siakam goes the other way. 5-point Toronto lead. Now Donovan Mitchell, the pull-up jumper. He had the hot hand. It was a 1-point game. Conley over to Joe Ingles, the all-time leader in three-pointers made in Utah history. Connects on another one. Jazz in transition. Mike Conley up top and the big fella. Rudy Gobert for the slam. 91-84. Back on the other end. OG Anunoby swings it. Pascal Siakam left open. He connects. It's 99-97. Siakam misses here. Lowry rebounds. Finds Norman Powell, who has been scorching hot of late. Toronto by 2. Now 1:40 to go. Lowry left open. He connects. 5-point Raptor lead. Look at this. Maybe the losing streak's going to come to an end. Donovan Mitchell drives. He lays it in. Plus an opportunity for one more. Take another look at this. 3 Raptor defenders get abused by the All-Star. Now more of Donovan Mitchell. He gets into the paint. 14-foot jumper. Splash. 112-110 Utah. 3.5 seconds to go. Toronto needs a 3 to tie. Siakam, good look. It goes down and somehow comes out. Oh my goodness. How did that not fall for Siakam? Just a heartbreaking way for the Raptors to suffer their 7th straight loss. A much-needed bounce-back win for Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. 115-112, the final. Nets looking to make it 7 straight wins, and on Friday night in Orlando, getting Kyrie Irving back against Aaron Gordon and company. Remember, Kyrie missed last game with the groin soreness. Here in the first half, it's Aaron Gordon taking control, and it's not Aaron Gordon soaring to the cup, it's Aaron Gordon from distance. Take a look at another one of these. Nets defense absent for class. Gordon had 21 in the first half. Orlando leading the Red Hot Nets 45-34. Now here's Kyrie. Kyrie working that magic. The fall away. Then Kyrie with the handle. You can't guard that. Long 2. So after trailing big, the Nets trim the lead to just 2 at the half at 64-62. On to the third quarter. Evan Fournier from downtown. Will Fournier be a magic for long? When he shoots like that, a lot of teams are going to want him. How about Aaron Gordon, the dunk? And then Vooch, who had 22 points and 14 rebounds with 8 assists. While the Magic were building their lead, now up by 17, here comes Kyrie. Remember, James Harden last game on Wednesday had 40 points for the Nets. He struggled to shoot the ball on Friday night. Kyrie picked up the slack. Kyrie there, and I mentioned Harden. Here he goes. Harden, 19 points, had 9 assists. The story was Kyrie, who had 43, so Nets get back-to-back games with players scoring 40 or more. Just too much of Aaron Gordon. Gordon, 38 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Vooch and company put it away. The 9-game losing streak for the Magic is over, and so is the 6-game winning streak for the Nets. 121-113, the final. Friday night hoops in Miami. The All-Star Domantas Sabonis taking on Jimmy Butler and the Heat. Let's pick things up here in the first quarter. Here's Tyler Hero. No. Butler there for the putback. Take another look at this one. Miles Turner tried to get a piece of it. Butler soars in. He has 17 points, 8 rebounds. Later in the first quarter, Malcolm Brogdon, reverse style. Oh, crafty move by Brogdon. Heat moving it here. Trevor Ariza, his first game in a Heat uniform after the trade, gets it to Bam Adebayo, who had 20 and 8 plus 5 assists. Pacers, though, they dominate here in the second. Jeremy Lamb in transition from downtown. Then Brogdon, corner three ball. Nobody in the same county as him. McConnell, back to Brogdon and company up by 10 at the break. And then they would just blow it open in the third. This Miami team had been so good up until the last couple of games. Karis LeVert to Miles Turner from downtown. He did it on both ends of the court. McConnell to Justin Holiday, the pull-up three. Now, time winding down here in the third. McConnell drives, spins. Oh, what a move by McConnell, who had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 15 assists, and 3 steals. Pacers closed it out here. Doug McDermott. Oh, March basketball, you know about McBuckets. Then McConnell intercepts the Tyler Hero pass and goes off the window for 2. Karis LeVert to Sabonis. With 2 defenders draped on him. He had 13 and 15 in the game. McConnell gets blocked, but hey, Brogdon gets it out to him, and he buries the 3. He had 27 points. Indiana wins it by 27 points. Miami now back-to-back losses after they had won 5 in a row.
Kings at Celtics. We are in Boston. You gotta get your handshakes right. Boston has lost 3 of 4 entering Friday night. The Kings on a 6-game road trip. There is my buddy Hill, top the key. That's a 3. Swipe the Fox. The Kings haven't won in Boston since January 2007. Still in the first. Don't worry about your ball. It's coming with me. There's Jaylen Brown. You can see that one more time, please. And thank you. Ripping the rookie and taking it the other way. Give me your cookies. Boston still trailing Sacramento early. Halliburton making good. Won Rookie of the Month twice so far. And then there is Rashawn Holmes, the season high 25 points, his 15th double-double, his 6th time, giving you 20 and 10 this season. Sack toe in control. But then there's Kemba, used to doing big things in March. He had 16 and 36 minutes. That was a 3. The Kings up by 10 at halftime, but the C's making moves in the third. Excellence is my presence. Tatum, 15 in the game. And then Jaylen Brown. What can Brown do for you? He dropped 19. Grant Williams, 100% from 3 as he drops that one. More of Sacramento as they continue to get buckets. De'Aaron Fox making moves. And more of Buddy Hield, who put on a show, dropping it from 3 as Sacramento gets their first win in Boston in over 10 years.
It's been a tough couple of weeks for DeMar DeRozan. Death in the family, has been away, missed the last several games to attend the funeral. And DeRozan's back here for San Antonio's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Spurs get out to a fast start, up 12-3. Now Colin Sexton on the other end knocks down the jumper. How about Darius Garland? Drives to the rim. Garland had 29 points. And the San Antonio lead was just 3. Back to DeRozan. And like a man on a mission on Friday night, turnaround baseline J. DeRozan, 20 points and 7 assists. The drive and the score. 31-25. Spurs up by 6. Later in the second quarter, Eubanks finds Keldon Johnson for the layup and an opportunity for one more. He would not make the free throw. Now DeJounte Murray, coming off the spectacular game a couple of nights ago, gets it to Keldon Johnson for the dunk. Johnson had 23 points and 21 rebounds. DeJounte Murray drives to the rim for the layup and the foul. Murray, 22 points. Spurs up 54-42 at the break. On the third quarter we go. DeRozan, mid-range game strong. That's his game. He knows it. DeRozan over to Patty Mills. This is his game, and he knows it. From downtown, DeRozan Back to Patty Mills. 3-ball. 75-53. Spurs cruising on the road. Time to put it away. Murray hits the floater off the top of the backboard. Everything going San Antonio's way. Keldon Johnson. No, but there for the tip-in. 116-110. The Spurs have done it yet again. They've won 3 in a row and 4 of their last 5.